All right, so how have you been doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just enjoying everything, and like you saw, probably I'm just getting ready to start my NFL training and stuff. So it's been good.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, only a Heisman finalist, national championship, NFL in the past few weeks. It's been all right.
Yeah, man, it's been fun.
All right, so Alabama, of course, just won the national championship. Um, and so explain like your what's going through your head running out on the field. And I always wonder, what you're thinking, as the quarterback in the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, I think it's something you kind of dream of. So when you're out there, it's kind of just like a video game. You're out there with your teammates, and you kind of get settled into the game, and everything's just normal again. It's just a normal game, but winning it was definitely cool. Running on the field behind Coach Saban, getting picked up by Landon, our center. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Kind of just stuff you picture and dream about. So it all kind of just came to reality, and I wasn't actually as emotional as I thought I was going to be, like crying and stuff. But I definitely was, after the game, pretty emotional.
Yeah, and I saw Landon got to come in there at the end of the game. That was an amazing moment. I know,
Yeah,
him staying on the sidelines after he got hurt to watch you guys win. That he was fun to watch there.
yeah.
So Jacksonville Athlete of the Episode is not the biggest honor you've won here as of late. You also won the Davey O'Brien Award for the best quarterback in college football, and you were a Johnny Unitas You won that award too,
Yeah,
and not to mention the Heisman finalist. So,
yeah.
this really shows your growth as a player. And how did you get to where you are now?
Yeah, I think it was just a lot of hard work individually, and I don't like to talk about myself a lot, but I definitely had to put in a lot of work, a lot of hours that people didn't see, but at the same time, a lot of people helped me as well. So my coaches, teammates, friends, and family. It's not a one-man crew, but to get better individually, you got to put in the work in by yourself, and I think that's something that I did so that I could help out the team. So it's kind of like full circle, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And a lot of those hours off the field were also with your education as you graduated with 2 degrees. How did you balance playing football and your education at Alabama?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely tough, and that's kind of one of the challenges. You got to learn how to manage your time and manage your classes. But I've always just prepared really hard, studied for all my tests, and showed up to class on time or early, 5 minutes early. So I just took a great pride in that, and I think it helped because a lot of the teachers enjoyed having me in their class, and they didn't even look at me like a football player. They just looked at me like another student and treated me just like everybody else.
And so you declared for the NFL draft yesterday. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And so how are you prepping for the combine, pro day, and the draft in general?
Yeah, so I'm going down to Mobile and working with David Morris, and then my old quarterback coach will be involved, Coach Joe Dickinson. So we're kind of going to go down there, and then just we have a whole thing planned out from top to bottom, and I'm just looking forward to getting down there. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's gonna be a lot of grinding, and we just had a long season, so I got to kind of build a schedule and figure out what's going to work for me. When we just played this full SEC and top 10 team season, pretty much, we got to be ready to kind of relax a little and then hit the road running.
And the big question is, you guys could have put up 70 points there if all your starters played the whole game. It seemed like
Yeah,
it got paused. All right. Um, so it, I just want to know your thoughts on like, are you guys the best college football team of all time?
yeah. I mean, I said that in my post game interview, and I still back my statement. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I just really don't think you could say that anybody played. I mean, we didn't play any teams that were not in our division. And the SEC, just it's a fact. They get better players than other teams, and there's more money to back the programs and all sorts of things, better coaches. So, I mean, come on now. You got to be realistic with it. And we had some close games, but at the same time, we came out and won every game. And beyond the wins and losses, I just feel like our team was just so great, and with the coronavirus, social, and everything that happened. So there's more to the story than people will look at the record and say, "Oh, of course they won all their games." But there's a lot more to the story, and I'm super proud to be on this team.
And you also, of course, in the national championship, you can see, especially against Clemson, like that Ohio State team is tough.
Yeah.
And you just made it look like another game. So even after this record-breaking year, I mean, there's always doubters, right?
Yeah.
Even after this, there are still some people doubting if you'll be able to transfer your success to the NFL. What is your response to those comments, and do they motivate you, or do you just kind of ignore them?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same old story. Like, you're in middle school, oh, you'll never play high school football. You're in high school, you never play college football. You're in college, you'll never play NFL football. So it's the same kind of story, and I've just continued to prove people wrong. But, I mean, at the end of the day, people have their opinions. I don't really buy into it too much, but it's motivating for sure. Just being competitive. I want to prove that I can do anything that I put my mind to, and that's part of being a competitor. But it's not going to be easy, and that's something you got to accept. And there's going to be a lot of bumps and down the road and things like that. But you just got to overcome each one.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. I won't take up
Sweet.
any more of your time.
All right, man.
Thank you so much for doing this.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
All
Mac.
right. Good luck, man. See ya.
See ya.
All right. Bye.